Heyo everyone, it's AJ, and today we have some brand new Bungo Stray Dogs news to talk about, and frankly, I'm very excited, and also, to be really stupid about it, semi-annoyed, but we'll get to that. So, let's start with the first news of the week that was, hell yeah, this is good shit. So, in Japan, they announced what the next light novel was going to be, right? And it's the day I picked up Dazai, and they even shown, like, the cover. Like, they did the cover reveal of, like, the newest Harakawa work, and ooh, it is so nice. So nice. Like, can we just appreciate, like, the development of, like, Harakawa style? Like, damn. Because we finally have some new Oda work. Because Oda doesn't have anything, really. Like, we have, like, the artwork from Volume 2, like, from the Dark Era, right? And now we have, what is the 10th light novel volume? Yes, because the 9th one is, like, the anime recap one that's coming out in English, like, next month. So this is, like, in Japan, so, like, it was going to be, like, a year before, like, we get it in English, but it's coming anyway, which is good. It's like, yes. But, whoo. Also, I just love it. It's, like, obviously, we have Oda in the middle, and then it's just, like, two different, like, contrasts of Dazai, like, damn. It's basically, like, when Oda finds him, and then, like, after Oda basically adopts Dazai. It's just like, here is, like, the bloodied little, like, child, because he practically was, technically, like, at his doorstep. And then it's like, here's the little brat that doesn't leave me alone at the bar. Oh, I love him. But what I'm really fascinated about with this whole cover is the little frames at the bottom. Now, excuse me for a minute, I'm going to have to get it on my phone so that I can stare at it again. So, yay. So, obviously we have, like, there's just a random kind of, like, looks like places of Yokohama and whatnot. Like, there's, like, the one with the wee wheel and whatnot. But there's, like, 4 frames that have characters in them. So, if we go straight from Oda's hand right down, right, we have Dazai, and I'm pretty sure that's when he's, like, picking up Adagawa for the first time, which is very interesting. Why? Yes, this is what to use in this moment, because why is it getting picked out? Why, of all of the moments, why is this getting picked out? And then you go along, and I think this is probably one of the more obvious ones that I've seen been talking about, and it's the fact that there is a beast Dazai moment in it. It's the moment in the bar, like in Bar Lupin. Like, Harakawa, why would you do this to us? Like, that just hurts to look at this cover where Oda and Dazai meet for the first time, and then you're putting in, technically, the first time they meet in the Beast universe, which fucking hurts. Excuse me, why? And then the panel right next to it, the one that's in the rounder one, looks like the reaction, like, to Oda saying, "Don't call me Oda Saku," and, like, points the fucking gun at him. Like, why? That just hurts. It just hurts. Oh. Now, the one that I'm intrigued about, and I can't figure out what it is, but it's the one above it. So obviously we have Dazai's eyes here. It's the one right above it. You can clearly see Oda's striped shirt, right? And there's a hand on the shoulder, which looks like it's potentially Dazai's. But I can't for the life of me figure out where this is from. So I don't know if this is an original or I'm just stupid and I can't find it. Like, I went looking through the light novel of Dark Era to try and see if it was in there. I'm like, no. And then I'm like, but where else would have this appeared? And I can't think for the life of me where it is. And because all these other panels that have been used from different things, obviously, have pre-existed. And I'm thinking, would Harakawa really go out their way to create one little teeny little piece for this one little teeny little triangle when they've already used other bits from different media, right? just to mess with me. Obviously, it's not to mess with me specifically, but it's just because I noticed when I looked at this, I'm like, oh, like, they're already pre-existing things. And the fact that they brought in Beast, and I'm like, yeah, that hurts. But then I'm like, that's clearly Oda's shirt. And it looks like his hand's on somebody's shoulder, which looks like Dazai's obviously given like the black suit and everything like that. But I don't know. But can we also just like say how, like, look, sorry, I don't know why I'm like turning my phone as to like show you the picture when I'll have like a beautiful version right here. But how ginger is fucking Oda? Like, don't get me wrong, I love it. Like, I just love the fact it's like, hey, we're just gonna go like, but it's like a pastely ginger, which I don't know why I find it hilarious. Because if you look at the second volume, like, of the light novels, the dark era, right? It's like a darker, more richer, like, ginger. And then this one's like a more pastel-y, especially with the little pink highlights. Like, I like the creative choice. But damn. Oh. Also, oh my god. Why is it just clicked to me now? I've completely ignored the fact that, see the separation between Dazai and Oda? It's burning. Why did I not notice that? I noticed obviously the burning thing that's in Oda's hand, right? But I never noticed it was burned, like, underneath. I am so stupid. Oh, that is awesome. And I'm so excited for this to come out, because I've always been meaning, like, to try and find how to read, like, the day I picked up Dazai. And I found, like, bits and bobs, but I've not been able to find, like, a fully translated version that seems to work. I don't know why. So, the fact that I know that that's coming out, I'm like, yes! I literally just know that basically Dazai just ends up at Oda's doorstep at some point, and he's, like, basically almost dead. Like, he's, like, battered and bruised and bleeding to shit, and Oda takes him in and heals him up and whatnot, and that's basically all I know. I don't know what else happens, and I think there's a whole side A and side B, which also could be a reference to the top two. Like, obviously the very damaged looking Dazai is like side A, and then side B is obviously the nice happy Dazai that like enjoys his company and whatnot. So yeah, I'm excited to read that, and I'm like, woo! So that's already a good start for like Bungo content for like this weekend, and I was like, oh, that's brilliant. And then literally woke up today, and it was like, had like, you know, if like if you have like a Google sends you like news articles and whatnot to your phone and be like, hey, you might like to read this, you might be interested in this. So obviously my Google account knows, hey, if there's anything to do with fucking Bungo Stray Dogs, there you go, here's some news, if they can. And lo and behold, I woke up to this morning of Yen Press has announced X, Y, and Z, and I'm just like, wait, what? So, Anime NYC is happening for like this weekend. It's been going on for a couple of days now, and I think the last day is today or something like that. But Yen Press, who are the main distributors of Bungo Stray Dogs for the western side of the world, basically had their like big expo yesterday. And they announced like, oh, here's all these light novels we're doing, here's all these new IPs, here's manga and whatnot. And keeping it relevant to us as we're talking about Bungo Stray Dogs, the first thing that I'm talking about is they announced that they're going to start doing audiobooks for the light novels of Bungo Stray Dogs. So obviously it's just going chronologically. So the first one will be Dazai's entrance exam, and so if you like audiobooks, there you go. Don't have enough time to read one of the light novels, doesn't matter, you can now have an audiobook to now listen to how the anime really messed up Dazai's entrance exam, because they really changed it up for season 1. But anyway, not me being bitter. It's a good story. See, if you haven't read it but prefer like listening to it, honestly, pick it up when it eventually comes out. Some point next year. Don't know when, but it's some point next year. So if you like audiobooks but haven't had time to listen, get a chance to pick up light novels, or you don't really like reading light novels, pick them up. Listen to it. Honestly, it's a good story. So good. Honestly, just see like Dazai just really messing with Kurikida is just fucking brilliant. But I digress. Because now this is the main news, and this is the one where I'm not gonna lie, pissed me off. Now it's really petty, and I'm going to admit that. Like, for me to be annoyed about this is so ridiculously stupid. But I'm going to be petty for this moment. And that is the reveal that they are getting their hands on the Bungo Stray Dogs anthologies. The Bungo Stray Dogs anthologies! Now you're thinking, oh, that's great, that's brilliant news, more Bungo content. Correct, it is a great thing. Do you know why I'm annoyed? I have all 5 of the Japanese volumes so far because I was highly convinced that they weren't going to come out. They weren't going to get translated. So when the 5th one came out, at the beginning of this year, and it was also, I'm not going to lie, it was also because I really wanted the Hoshikawa cover. Don't at me. I really love their artwork, so I want more artwork. So I went in one big bundle, got all 5 volumes. Hence why, like, on the sleeve here is actually promoting season 4. That's how long I've had them. So yeah, so this is the first volume. So this is the first anthology that's going to get translated. And I'm now in that predicament of, I'm now going to be buying these in English now. Because obviously I'm going to buy them in English. Because as much as people love these anthologies, I cannot read Japanese. Like, at all. And when I try to translate, it just does not go well. So... and there's not great translations out there for the anthologies. So they're literally very elaborate art books for me, which is not the best. So obviously, I would like an English official translation, which would be great. My predicament is now, do I keep collecting them in Japanese? Because I've already started collecting them in Japanese. Because the 6th one is due next month, I think, in Japan. I think there's a 6th one coming out very shortly. I want to say it's next month. I've got a feeling there's one coming out very, very shortly, and I feel like it was before the end of the year. So, there is a 6th anthology book. Now, do I still get the anthologies from Japan? Or do I just stop collecting in general and just wait for them to come out in English? Because I'm still going to have these. I'm not going to get rid of them. I'm going to keep them because they're very fucking cool. Like, look at them. Also, they're so much different from, like, English ones. So I really want to keep them. And also, it's just so nice. It's nice seeing it in its true format, if that makes sense. But, yeah. I'm so excited. Like, I know I'm being a bitch about it by being like, oh my god, like, I collected all these in Japanese and now I need to buy them in English. Like, how dare I? And but I was solely convinced because these have been out for a while now. Like, see, this one came out like years and years ago, right? I was solely convinced they weren't going to do the anthologies. I don't know why. I was just very convinced, given like how some people were like excited for them and whatnot. So now when they announced that the anthologies were coming, I was like, I was very torn. Because I'm like, I've already bought them. Because the reason why, as much as I love, obviously, as I said, I bought the 5th one because I really wanted Hoshikawa's cover, right? So I bought all 5 in a winner. Like, the only reason I haven't bought 15, because I fucking love 15, right? And I just want the covers. I'd also really have loved the free shit you get for when you buy them in Japan. But I knew they were going to get translated in English, so I was like, well, it's fine. I'll just wait, like, that wee mini, like, year before, like, the first volume comes out. And obviously that's coming out, like, next month for us in English. So it is coming. But I never thought... I would be in this predicament where I bought the Japanese ones and now I'm going to buy the English ones. So I'm like, I'm going to have duplicates for that reason. Oh, who knows? I don't actually see, as I'm saying this, I can't even complain about that because I would be highly hypocritical because literally in my collection right here, right, I have all single volumes of The Girl from the Other Side and I have all the volumes of the deluxe versions, i.e. it's literally the same thing but they're just in a different format. There wouldn't be that much difference of me getting the English versions of these anthologies. Because the English ones are going to be slightly different. Because they're going to be a bigger size. And obviously, they're obviously going to be in English. and it's going to be slightly different paper-wise. So I don't even know why, like, I'm complaining, because I'm being so hypocritical in that moment. What? This is really just a news video of me being, AJ is a fucking idiot. Oh, it's just been a time. But yeah, so that is like some brilliant bingo news for this week. And whoa, what some news it is. Like, we got like a nice wee spread of things. So we have like the new light novel that's going to be coming out shortly at some point. So it'll probably be like, what, a year before we get it in English or something like that. And then like we have the audiobooks going to start coming out for the light novels. And then we have the anthologies, which I had no clue was going to happen. Like, see if they just did the audiobooks, I'll be like, oh yeah, that makes total sense. Don't know why. But like, the fact that just came out, oh yeah, we also got the rights to the anthologies. It's like, what? Okay, but see if you get the rights to anthologies, can you at least get the rights to the art books? I would kill for the art books. I want the art books. Even though I also have the Harakawa art book that came out in like 2016. I have that one. But if you could get the other art books, that would be grand. Like, that would be great. Art books. Come on, Yen Press. Get the art books. I would love you for it. But yeah, so that is all for today. That's all I just wanted to cover bingo news wise. We are getting the goods, which is great, especially now that we're in the off season. I say off season. It's just like it never ends. But yeah, so now that obviously we're not going to have an anime season for like a million billion years, and well, we don't have a 15 chapter this month, which sucks, but have a new chapter next month for the normal main line in a couple of weeks, so yay. But yeah, so we'll have goods. I think literally this week the 23rd volume of Bungo Stray Dogs is coming out, along with, is it volume 6 of One? So it's like a double whammy of all bingo. This is a great week for bingo week. This is a great bingo week. I've just realised. And watch as I struggle to go get those 2 volumes, because it always happens every single time. But yeah, let me know your wee thoughts down below. Are you excited for what is to come? Also, are you now going to like pick up the anthologies or anything like that? And how much of a twat am I? Oh, but yeah, let me know your wee thoughts. What are you excited for from what has been announced this week? And we will be back soon with more bingo content, as always, on this channel, as well as other little bits and bobs. So if you like that, like, comment, and subscribe. I would appreciate it. I love it. I love it. And if you want more bingo content, I have a big ass playlist as usual, so you can watch that to your heart's content. But anyway, until next time, I'm AJ, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.